Today we're going to do some back porch plinking with a Crosman V-350. This was a fairly powerful air gun made in the 1960s, and I think they discontinued it in 1973. They made a few different variants of it. They made the Crosman V-350, and they also made a Sears variant, which was this one that we're going to be shooting today is the Sears variant of it. The difference is the way the stock is, basically. Other than that, it's the same gun. They also made one of the most famous replica air guns of all time, and that was the Crossman M1 Carbine, which was basically the same mechanism, but they made it look like a M1. After the V-350, they did do another one. It was the V-3500 Slide Master. This is a spring-powered gun, and it has a different power plant because it has basically it's like a poppet valve in here. So the pressure builds behind that valve after the spring goes, and then it releases it, and it makes it pretty powerful. This one here actually shoots at about 370 feet per second. This one was made between 1966 and 1967. I'm going to show it to you. It has no safety on it. I'll tell you one thing, they used these old Crossmans in this series, they use some really nice wood. I mean, the wood is just super nice on them. Has the adjustable rear sight for elevation. You can get a little bit of windage elevation if you loosen these screws, and you can kind of slide this back and forth. Has a fixed front sight, and if you notice, I always put a little piece of fiber optic there for my old eyes. So how this works is, of course, you always want to oil a BB gun. This is your oil hole. Right here it has a little hole in it, and if you look in there, it tells you if you have any BBs in there or not. Now this holds 24 shots. This is your BB loading port, a little hole right here. In order to cock this, I'm going to cock it for you. Push down on that barrel. It's ready to fire. So, anyway, I think that, the reason that they probably discontinued these because there was no safety on them. And kids would either take, and they'd put their hand like this, and they'd have to push down on it. And this thing takes about 30 pounds or so to cock. Or another thing they do is they take, and they would push it against the wall or a tree or something like that in order to cock it. A lot of these that you get, the barrel will be all bunged up here, and that's probably why, because they were probably pushing it down on a sidewalk or something to cock it. So anyway, we're going to shoot this now from about 30 feet at some paper. So let's get shooting. So let's take a look at this. And this is from 30 feet offhand. And I tell you what, I was kind of jittery tonight because I can usually get all those right there tightened up a little bit more like those ones in the center. But hey man, it's a really fun gun to shoot. So that's it today for the Crosman V-350 Slide. This is the Sears variant. This gun is a lot of fun to shoot. If you ever get one of these, buy lots of BBs because you're going to go through them. My favorite one that I have of this variant is the M1. I will probably do a video on it later on. I'm going to show this to you one more time. I don't know if you can see it, but on the side here, it says Sears Roebuck and Company on this side. On the other side, it says Sears Roebuck and Company. And there is no Crossman marking on it, I don't believe. I can't see it very well. I'm not sure. Anyway, let me show it to you one more time here. There's my little fiber optic-y that I put on all my vintage air guns. I just epoxy one on there. Show it to you. I just love the wood on these. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed watching this. I enjoy making them for you. Until next time, you all have a nice day. Thanks and bye now.